Welcome to Athlete Lives Network, exclusive interviews. Today our guest is standout wide receiver, Austin Malave, East Chicago Central High School, class of 1997. How you doing, Austin?
I'm doing alright, man. What's up to Athletes Lives?
Basically today, man, as you know, we're doing interviews across the state of Indiana. We want to kind of get your experiences growing up in EC, your playing days in high school and college, what you're currently doing now, and what kind of advice can you give to current and future athletes, all right?
Well, I grew up in the Harbor, East Chicago, Indiana, 39th and Alder. Went to Franklin Elementary, then went to Block, then went on to play at Central. Started playing my freshman year football. Actually came in 2 days late. Coach got me out of gym, asked me to play. First game I played in, scored a touchdown. I was pretty much hooked ever since. My experiences at Central, and boy, best time of my life, man. Couldn't replace it. I feel like I was a competitor. To say I was one of the best ever, probably not. But I came with a lot of heart. And people knew that when I came on the field, I was serious about mine. I got ran over a whole bunch of times. But I also caught a few touchdowns. Had my little moments of glory. Was able to provide me with a scholarship to the University of Indianapolis, which was the most important thing. Even though I was a multi-sport athlete, I played a little baseball, got a football scholarship, went to the University of Indianapolis, played there 1 year, red-shirted, then decided that the beating on the body was a little bit too much in the long term. Brother wasn't going pro at 5'8", 175 pounds. So professional right now. Work at ADT Securities, project coordinator. Got responsible for a few accounts there, do a couple $1 million worth of business. Was an entrepreneur at one point. My cousin, more so, and we had a few cell phone shops around town. I'm living life, man. Life is good, but definitely athletes' lives, or advice that I could give to an athlete is just, do all that you can, be all that you can be. I know it's kind of cliche-ish, but if you give it everything that you got, sincerely, you're the engine that drives the caboose, never give up. And if you want it, want it. Do everything you got to do to get it,
Okay. Let's kind of backtrack a little bit. When you was growing up in the city of Chicago, what early influences did you have in sports? And what peers gave you competition growing up?
Peers, competition, baseball definitely be, Dave Williams. Football, high school, Twan, last word, he was definitely a competitor. He tried to beat me, I tried to beat him. We both wanted to be the number one. What was the other question that you asked?
Just your early influences in sports. Like, did you have any uncles or anybody as a role model for you that gave you early influence?
Early influence, I'm a Cubs fan. Ryne Sandberg, that was one of my all-time favorites. But Kenny Man, definitely coming from East Chicago, that was
Kenny
probably
Lofton.
Kenny Lofton, definitely one of my all-time favorite athletes. Grandmama house right there behind the police station. I think it's more closer to home, and for someone who can see it, touch it, feel it, taste it, it means a lot more than somebody that just hears about it.
Now, you mentioned that you played baseball growing up.
I did.
What age did you start playing baseball, and then how did baseball help you in football?
Baseball, started playing about 8 years old. Played it all the way up till I was 19 years old. I think that one of the things that baseball teaches you, not only about other sports, just about life in general, no matter how well things are not going, there's always another chance, another at bat. You always have to give it your best try the next time around. Baseball, you have 30% batting average, or hitting the ball 30% of the time is considered very good. So in the large scheme of things, 30% is not really that well. If you did 30% at your job, if I did 30% at my job, I'd be fired. But one thing that teaches you is perseverance, resilience, and the ability to bounce back.